We are taught that in a capitalist society, money is the ultimate key. If you have enough of it, every door opens. You can buy the fastest cars, the largest yachts, and the most expensive real estate. But in the world of high-end credit, there is a door that remains locked even for the ultra-wealthy. It's a sleek, matte black piece of anodized titanium. No spending limit. No public application. It is the American Express Centurion card. For the average person, it's a myth. For the affluent, it's a goal. But for the elite, it's a source of immense frustration. There are billionaires with 10-figure net worths who have been rejected for decades. Meanwhile, a young entrepreneur with a fraction of that wealth might receive the invitation in months. This isn't an accident. It's the result of a sophisticated, shadow algorithm that has moved beyond wealth and into lifestyle engineering. Today, we are going behind the velvet rope to expose how the system actually works, why your millions might not be enough, and the hidden data points that determine who gets upgraded and who stays in platinum purgatory forever. To understand the exclusivity of the Black Card, we first have to look at what happened to its predecessor, the Platinum Card. Historically, the Platinum Card was the ceiling of status. It was the signal that you had arrived. But over time, the business model shifted. The card became a mass-market product aimed at the mass affluent, people who earn high salaries, but still look for value in the form of airport lounge access and subscription credits. When a luxury product becomes accessible to everyone, it loses its power as a status signal. American Express realized this. They intentionally allowed the Platinum Card to become common so they could create a new, unreachable tier above it. The Centurion isn't just a better card. It is a social firewall. It exists to separate the people who aspire to wealth from the people who define it. If you use your card like a high-end coupon book, the system flags you as a consumer. And consumers, no matter how much they spend, are rarely seen as Centurion material. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that American Express only sees how much you spend. They believe that if they flow $5 million through their card on business inventory, the invitation is guaranteed. They are wrong. American Express is not just a bank. It is one of the world's most advanced data mining operations. They utilize what is known as Level 3 data. Most banks only see Level 1 or Level 2 data, the name of the merchant and the total amount. But when you swipe at a high-end hotel or a luxury boutique, the system receives a line-item receipt. It knows exactly what you bought. If you spend $1 million on raw materials, the algorithm categorizes you as a high-volume merchant. But if you spend $50,000 on a bespoke suit or a private villa, the algorithm categorizes you as a high-yield luxury curator. The Centurion invitation is triggered by discretionary spend. The system is looking for people who spend money on things they don't need, but want. They want the swipe fees from luxury merchants, which are significantly higher than those from wholesale or industrial suppliers. Why is a billionaire rejected while a millionaire is invited? It comes down to the profitability matrix. The frugal elite are a nightmare for credit card issuers. A person with $50 million who lives a quiet, conservative life and only uses their card for gas and groceries is not profitable. They are safe, but they don't generate the massive transaction fees that fuel the Centurion ecosystem. The Centurion program is a business partnership. American Express provides a dedicated concierge and a level of service that costs them thousands of dollars per member to maintain. In exchange, they expect that member to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in high-margin transaction fees every year. If you are a billionaire who doesn't travel first class, doesn't stay at five-star resorts, and doesn't shop at luxury boutiques, you are a low-yield client. The system sees no business reason to upgrade you. You might be wealthy, but you aren't valuable to the network. The invitation isn't just about a total number. It's about velocity. The shadow algorithm tracks the trajectory of your life. It looks at whether your luxury spending is accelerating or stagnating. A person who has spent the same amount for 10 years is predictable. A person whose spending is rapidly shifting toward more exclusive brands and international hubs is rising. The system also calculates your future lifetime value, FLV. It predicts whether you will be more or less influential in the next decade. This is why younger entrepreneurs often get the invite over established, older executives. Amex wants to capture the elite while they are on their way up, ensuring decades of high-margin loyalty. Is it possible to hack the invitation? To an extent, yes. But it requires moving away from the saver mindset and toward the curator mindset. Those who successfully trigger the invitation often follow a specific pattern. Ecosystem loyalty. They use the fine hotels and resorts. Program exclusively. Merchant selection. They shift their business and personal spending away from wholesale and toward high-end retail. Consistency. They maintain a high level of discretionary spend for at least 24 to 36 consecutive months. But even then, there is a human element. The final decision is often reviewed by a committee that looks at the brand fit. They ask, does this person represent the image we want for the Centurion Club? At the end of the day, we have to ask, why do we want it? The Centurion card is a masterpiece of psychological marketing. It is a product that convinces the most powerful people in the world to pay $5,000 a year for the privilege of spending their own money. The concierge is excellent, the lounge access is quiet, and the status is undeniable. But the card is ultimately a data-sharing agreement. You give them your most intimate lifestyle data, and they give you a titanium status symbol. The truly elite don't spend to get the card. They spend because that is their reality, and the card simply follows as a byproduct of their lifestyle. If you are chasing the black card, you are playing a game designed by an algorithm that always wins. Because in the secret empire of American Express, you aren't just the customer. You are the data.